Hi everyone and welcome back to my Flosstube. My name is Lauren, aka Stitched Up by Lauren. I hope you all had a lovely new year. I know I did. We moved into our new house and it's been extremely busy since then, which is why it's taken me so long to get this video up. But before we get started into all of that, as usual, I have a discount code for you. So the first 5 people that use the code New Year will get 15% off in my shop. So go and enjoy yourselves. As it's been so long, I think I have quite a lot to update you on. I have a lot more stuff in my stash that I'd like to show you. I also have some updates on my current whips, and I thought I'd show you some of the stuff that I'm doing within my shop at the moment, as well as what I've been doing in our house. So we have a lot of house renovation to do. I say renovation, a lot of it is cosmetic, but there are some big jobs that need doing as well. We've been trying our best to do as much of it as possible to save on money, and it will be interesting to show you all what we've done so far. So I think I'm going to start with my stash. So the first thing that I want to show you are some more needle minders. It's from Cotton & Clay again, because that's basically where I get my needle minders from now. And it's actually the Cotton & Clay Club. I think it's a quarterly box, but I only opted in for the Christmassy one last year I mean. And so within that, I got 3 new needle minders, which I will show to you here. There you go. So within this box you get 3 needle minders, a floss sorter, I can't actually remember what that's called. You get some beads and a bookmark. But these are absolutely beautiful. This one, the deer, has got to be my absolute favourite. I'm currently using that on one of my whips. The other 2 I haven't used yet, but I think that's because we're coming out of Christmas and I am looking to use more spring needle minders, because I am fed up of the cold and just really looking forward to spring. I didn't actually buy this box for myself. My boyfriend bought it for me well, it was meant to be my birthday, but because it arrived after my birthday, he gave it to me for Christmas instead. This is the floss organiser, which again is absolutely beautiful. Look at all the little detail in there. It's lovely. I've never used a floss organiser before, so I'm waiting for the perfect project to use this on, because at the moment all of my projects are quite big and they all have quite a few colours, all the different flosses, and this is quite delicate, and I think I'll use it for a special project that doesn't have as much floss. And then finally the bookmark. So I've got it in my book currently. I'm currently reading Mockingjay. I can't tell you how many times I've read this book. Every time I read it I love it even more. But here you'll see. So sorry, I had to take it away from my book. It just wasn't focusing on the book. But this is the amazing bookmark that came with this box. I think there are different versions of the box. I'm not sure which one I got. There's definitely a version of the box that doesn't have every single one of these, I think. So I think this is the more expensive version of the box. I've just taken that out of my book and I haven't left a space for it. Anyway, I don't normally use bookmarks like this. I'm normally a leather bookmark user, but now that we're in a new house and it's a house that I can do up and do what I want to, I have an idea of displaying my leather bookmarks. So my leather bookmarks, whenever I go to a new place or somewhere that I absolutely love, whenever I go to the gift shop, I always try to find a leather bookmark. And if they have one, it makes me a very happy girl because I can add it to my collection. I don't know how many I have, not that many, because not many people do them anymore. But whenever I see one, I have to have it. And now that, like I said, I can display them in whichever way I like, I think I will start using bookmarks like this. So this one from Cotton & Clay is quite a wintry bookmark. So Laura, who runs Cotton & Clay, has on her Instagram just shared a peacock bookmark that I think I'm just going to have to buy, and that will be my summer bookmark, and then this will be my winter one. So yeah, it's quite nice to try something new and I absolutely love it. Okay, next on the list are project bags. I've never used project bags before in my life. Before, I'd always just use the plastic bag that the floss would arrive in, and that would do me. But with 3 different projects, I'm finding it really hard to figure out which one's which. And it's just much easier for me if I have everything in a bag that I can just pick up and start working on, rather than having a faff of 30 minutes trying to figure out what's what. So for my birthday again, because my birthday's at the end of November, and it's been a very long time since I did a video, so there's a lot of stuff here. I asked my sister to get me my very first project bag. So this one, as you can see, it's got the it's a plastic front. I can't remember what it's called exactly, but so it means I can see what's in it. I'm not rooting around to try and find anything. It's all on display, and it's got foxes, deer, squirrels. It's got a couple of pheasants on the back. Oh, I love this. I love this project bag. I'm not entirely sure how I managed without one. So obviously I have now bought 3. So, well, except obviously this one was paid for by someone else, so it doesn't count. But yeah, this one is from Oso Twinkle Crafts. Absolutely beautiful. I love it, and it's really helped me so far. I'm using this one for my advent calendar whip. Next is a project bag that I bought very recently from Cross Stitch Bunny shop. Let's just get some of the stuff out of the front. When Lauren from the Cross Stitch Bunny, she posted this on Instagram, I just knew I had to have it immediately, because I absolutely love foxes. And again, it's got the see-through front, so you can see what's in it, and then on the back is just loads of little different foxes, and it's so soft. I've just realised how soft this is. It's perfect fabric. I love it. And again, I didn't buy this one. My boyfriend bought it for me as a late Christmas present. My boyfriend is one of those people that buys all of his Christmas presents on Christmas Eve, and seeing as we were still moving in very much the week before Christmas, he basically ran out of time. So this was one of my very late Christmas presents, but I love it all the same. And with this order, I also bought some new scissors. Hopefully you can see those. They're little squirrels. Again, absolutely love. I now have 3 pairs of scissors for 3 of my projects. It's just much easier to have a pair of scissors for each project, so that I'm not, again, trying to find where I've put them. So, and they came with a lovely little cover for them too. And very lovely of her, I got a little needle minder gift with my order. So it's like a mug of tea or whatever. I don't really drink tea or coffee, but a nice little mug that I would happily use in real life for hot chocolate. So that was very, very nice of Lauren to send a gift with my order too. So yeah, this project bag is going to be for my stocking. I will show you why now. I'm really struggling with my stocking. The way that the threads is organised in this kit, well, I say organised, it's not. It's just a massive mess. And I'm really struggling to get all of the threads off of the cardboard holders, and then it's left with sticky residue, and it's just driving me insane. So I bought myself some of these DMC bobbins and a ring, so I can put all of my thread organised in perfect little bobbins on a ring, and I'm hoping that will speed up my process, because it does come to a point where I don't want to pick this project up, because I just know how much of a mess it is. So I think once I've organised myself a bit better, it will be much easier for me to pick up that one and actually enjoy stitching. So yeah, my third project bag hasn't actually arrived yet. I was really hoping that it would have done. I have emailed the company who I ordered it from. I'll talk about this in my next video when it actually arrives, but they have been inundated with orders over Christmas, and everything is made to order, so they don't just have stock that they can pick up and send. But they've been very lovely. I got a phone call from them when they sent my order, which was a few days ago, so I can't remember when the post arrives at my new house, so there is a chance it will arrive today. But if not, I will show it in my next video because, oh, it's the best project bag ever. And I will be using that for one of my new whips, which I haven't showed you yet. So I think that's all of my project bags and my scissors and stuff. So now let's move on to patterns and kits that I've received. So this kit, this Christmas kit, was actually part of a competition from Stitchosaurus on Instagram. It's a bit weird. Me and Stitchosaurus, I had a competition well, it was almost a year ago now, and she won my competition to win 3 patterns of her choice from my shop, and I won hers. It was a bit strange, but I'm really looking forward to doing this one. But because I currently have 2 Christmas projects on the go, it will probably be the end of the year that I start this one. But I'm really looking forward to it because it's such a lovely pattern. And then the next pattern is 2 kingfishers. I love kingfisher birds. My cousin Gemma, she got this for me for my birthday. So you can't actually see, this is just part of the pattern, but if I move this in, you can see the full thing. I love this. I do love kingfishers. I probably won't use the fabric that's been provided in this because it looks like 14 count or less, and I don't really like working on anything less than 16 count. And I think I can probably get a really nice coloured fabric to use for this, which again I will show you when I start working on this one. Yeah, and I also, just by chance, Instagram showed me that, like, suggested a post from on Instagram for the Stitching Book Club, and this particular pattern that was coming out, it's a stitch along. I've never done a stitch along before, so I thought, why not? And it's the Chronicles of Narnia. I think there might still be a few places left on this stitch along, because I think it's limited because C.S. Lewis Foundation have given permission for only a certain amount of patterns to be sold. So yeah, it'll be my first ever stitch along, and I'm really, really excited to get going. I need to buy some material for it, I think, because I think it's suggested like sparkly white material, so I'll probably be looking in Claire Brown cross stitch or Lakeside Needlecraft for that. But yeah, I am super excited to get going on my first ever stitch along. Yeah, so that is my patterns that I have got, or my kits that are ready and waiting. And now I'm going to show you something that's coming to my shop within the next week, I hope. I've decided to delve into needle minders. I have some old pyjamas from Primark. They're like satin Disney pyjamas that I've never worn. I just didn't find them comfy at all. I'm not a very silky satin kind of person, and I've been holding on to them for probably close to 8 years or more, because I always knew I wanted to do something with material, but I never knew what. And so I've decided to make them into needle minders. So I've got 2 of them here. This is 2 of about 12 different designs. Here we go. Hopefully that focuses in a minute. There we go. So here is, like I said, it's just 2 of the, I think possibly 12 designs that can come off of these pyjamas. There's lots of different poses for Mickey and Minnie, but yeah, I just showed you 2 of them here. And I think these are about 3 centimetres in diameter, so they're not the smallest, but they're not the biggest either. And I am so excited to get these going in my shop, and I hope you will be too. But yeah, that's just one little sneak peek of what's coming in my shop soon. What's next? Oh, so next isn't really, I say isn't really, it's not a stitching, a cross stitch product at all, but I really wanted to show you, because like I said, we've moved into a house that needs a lot of work. I wanted to document it in a scrapbook, and I've been taking photos of everything, so every stage of the way, every day that we do something, so that I can keep a log of what we've been doing. So obviously the first 2 weeks was over Christmas. We had a lot of time to do everything that we wanted to do. And so I have a lot of pictures within the first 2 weeks to go in the scrapbook. I haven't started yet because, again, I'm so busy. But I've put my name and my boyfriend's name on the front, and then the date that we moved in, or the date that we got the keys, because technically we moved in on the 18th of December, but it's got a nice little bow, and the pages are all like black craft paper as well. So I've bought a nice little white pen to go in, and then I'm going to put all the pictures and all the dates of everything, and it will be a nice little scrapbook to look at in the future, I think, to see how far we've come with this house. And this is from Etsy, and it's Drake Designs UK. I will obviously put the links to everything in the description below. But yeah, I really wanted to show you this because it's just beautiful. I'm really happy with it, and I can't wait to get started. I just need to find a spare minute to actually do it. So yeah, that's all of my stash so far. There's probably more that I've forgotten. There's definitely more that I can't find because the house, although we've been here for nearly 6 weeks, we're moving everything all the time to get stuff done. So my craft stuff is all in a box, and to be fair, I don't know where anything is currently. But if I do remember anything, I will show it in my next video. So let's move on. So my current whips. I can't remember where I was last with my stocking. I don't think I got very far, and I still haven't got very far, but I'll hold it up for you. I was getting a little bit, not bored, but it was all very blue. Like the fabric is blue, the colours I was using were blue, and I really just wanted to put my name in it, so I did. I started with the red and I put my name in. I have fudged it a tiny bit. The L is actually wrong, but I didn't notice until I was halfway through the A, and it was too late by then. It's not noticeable and it's fine. I can work around it. I'm also quite happy to get this red line in along here, and it extends further, but I just didn't finish it because I'd like to see where the stocking ends, and then it will be easier for me, I think, to figure out where everything goes from here on. So yeah, some progress has been made, but not a lot. But again, for the first 2 weeks of us moving in here, I don't think I picked up any cross stitch at all. Partly because it was all in a box and I didn't really know where anything was, but also because we were just so busy trying to get as much done within those 2 weeks that we had off that stitching just wasn't going to happen. But I have started doing a new thing where instead of, before I would work on 3 whips in 1 week, so the progress was minimal. So what I'm doing now is I'm working on 1 per week, and even though the same amount of stitching is being done within those 3 weeks technically, it just looks better because you can see more progress as you go along. So yeah, there has been progress, it's been great, but I just haven't found the time to stitch at the moment. But anyway, my next project is my advent calendar. So this is a pattern from my own shop. You'll see one of my new needle minders on my project already. This one didn't quite turn out very well, so I kept it for myself. Can you see that? Yep, I think you can see that. So I think I was partway through number 4, Noel, last time. So I finished that and I've started on the Nutcracker, but again, I have barely had any hours to work on this week, so it's been a bit slow, but you know, progress is progress, and it will all start to come together eventually. This is the top row completely. Once this is done, that will be the entire top row, so that'll be quite exciting to move down and carry on. But yeah, I'm really happy with the way that this has turned out so far, so I'm looking forward to getting that one finished. And now my third whip, which I hadn't started obviously last time, but because currently my other 2 whips are both Christmas, I decided to do something else because obviously it's January, and although I do love working on the Christmas patterns, I thought I should have a third one in there as well. So this is, again, my own design, my own pattern, and this is my Beauty and the Beast one. So like you'll remember last time I had my Aladdin one, this is the Beauty and the Beast version of it. I am so happy with the progress that I made on this in 1 week. It all looks a bit sporadic, like starting in the middle and stuff, but that's because I didn't actually have all of the correct threads. And I just started with what I had. I can carry on with this when I pick it up next and go along. I think this is the next project in line actually. Once I've, yeah, I'm working on the advent calendar this week, so the Beauty and the Beast one comes in the next week. I'm really hoping to get the rose finished and get, you know, started on all the background. But I'm really, really happy with how it's turned out so far. These patterns, although they look quite complex because they have quite a lot of background colours that all merge in together, they're really quite easy to work on and quite speedy. So obviously I would say that it's my own pattern, but it is true. So yeah, hopefully I will have more progress on those in my next video, which I'm also hoping will be more frequent because I have taken the afternoon off work today to film this video and edit it ready for uploading at the weekend. And so I think that might be a theme, that might be something that I'll do. Like the last Friday of every month I will take a half day and then I'll be able to film these videos and update you more regularly. And hopefully by then these projects will have had more progress, but we'll see. So that concludes all of my stitchy news. From here on, I'm going to be talking about our house because I'm really excited by the progress that we've made. And although I'm not going to show you everything, I do want to show you some of the bigger things that we've done to improve our house already. So so we moved in the week before Christmas, which was really hectic actually. It was very stressful. When I first got the keys and we came into the house, it was almost like, it was very overwhelming because I think we'd both forgotten just how much work needed to be done. And it got to the point where we thought, oh, are we over our heads here? Have we been too optimistic? Have we been very naive? But after that first day, and then when my family came to help us move and they saw everything and they were reassuring, they thought we could do it. We were, you know, it's not falling down, the house isn't falling down, it just needs a lot of redecoration. It needs new windows, it needed a new boiler, which we've done. It's just a lot of things that look cosmetic that add up to a lot of money. Like we need an entirely new bathroom and an entirely new kitchen. But again, we can live with that for now. They're not, you know, the house isn't going to fall down. It's a good house, it's a good strong house and we love it, but we are slowly making it our own. On Christmas Eve, we started removing the carpet in this room, in the living room, because it genuinely looked like the carpet had been there for 20 years and there were stains all over it. There were holes just in front of my feet here, where obviously the sofa had been and people were getting up and down. And it was just, you know, a very old carpet. And although I do like carpet, I prefer hard floors or laminate floors downstairs and carpet upstairs. So we'd already bought the laminate flooring. We'd measured the room based on the floor plan, and the laminate flooring came in on the day that we moved in because it was at my mum's at the time. And so on Christmas Eve we started lifting the carpet. It turned out to be a much bigger job than we expected because of all the wear and tear and everyone, you know, all the walking on it. The underlay had stuck to the carpet and stuck to the floor. So we actually needed to get a spade to scrape all of the underlay off of the floor. So what should have been a very simple lift the carpet, lift the underlay, that should have been a very simple, quick job. It took us probably about 4 hours just to do that on its own. But once we'd done it and once it was all removed, we started laying our own flooring, and we got probably about a third of the way through on Christmas Eve, and then Christmas Day we went to my mum's and had a lovely lunch, and we came back and finished it on Christmas Day, and I think we were probably working until 11 p.m. at night, but we got it done and it looks so much better than the carpet did, so much easier to maintain, so much easier to clean. and I absolutely love it. So here is a before picture. So this is the day that we moved in. Everything is obviously cleared, so you can't see what the living room looks like now, which you wouldn't want to because it's a mess. There's no room for anything. That's what happens when you're renovating. Everything goes everywhere and you just find a space and stick something there. But anyway, this is the before picture, the day we moved in. So there's the two ends of the living room, one with the window, one with the French doors. So you can see the carpet, there's stains, there's holes in it. It's just a very old carpet. And this is what it looked like on Christmas Day once we'd finished laying the flooring. It might not be to everyone's taste, but we absolutely love it. It's quite grey, but it's just such a mixture of colours. And we yesterday extended the flooring into the hallway because there was laminate in the hallway already, but it was laying a different way to the way the living room is, and it was a different colour, and it just looked a bit silly with the two different colours in the two different directions. So we've laid it in and it's like a seamless flooring now into the hallway, and I love it. And also this is a before picture of the hallway, so you can see the lovely wallpaper, which I knew was going to be one of the first things that I took down because, again, it's dated. This house is just dated. Clearly the previous occupants either didn't have the money to do it or didn't have the time to do the house up, which is fine, that's what happens. But we do, and we have now turned the hallway into this. Obviously you've seen, oh no, I haven't shown the back to you yet. But so this is what we've turned the hallway into, a nice green colour, and then dark flooring, and I think it just freshens it up and looks much nicer. So yeah, that is just two of the jobs that we've done so far. We have done some work in the bathroom already because there was a lot of mould in there, so we got rid of that and gave it a nice fresh coat of paint. We put fresh tiles on the bathroom floor because the old tiles were cracked and literally chunks of them were coming out, and I just knew that I was going to slip and like slice my foot open. So we put nice new tiles down in there. They're temporary tiles because we know that we're going to redo the bathroom anyway, but it's just a matter of safety. What else have we done? I think there might be... Oh, we've obviously had a new boiler fitted. We fixed the stairs because the top two stairs weren't actually supported by anything, which was a little bit scary. Oh, we put loft insulation as well. So over the last 6 weeks, we have done a lot in this house, which again explains why I have been so quiet on Instagram and why this video has taken a very long time to get out. But I am so happy with where we live now, and I'm really looking forward to showing you more progress if you want to. So do let me know if you want to see more before and after pictures of our house. So yeah, I think that's it for this video. Do remember the discount code, which I'll put here again. So the first 5 people that use it in my shop will get 15% off. My new needle minders should be in my shop by the end of the week. If they're not, that means that I've been too busy to put them up, but I should be able to do that because I've got quite a few of them made. So no, they're quite quick to make, so if I have to do them made to order, then I will. But yeah, thank you so much for watching again. Do comment and let me know what you want to see in the future, and I will see you all next month. Bye!